finishing the Chronicles of Narnia! The last battle! Right there. Last. Haha, so it's the last book. This is the last battle by C.S. Lewis. So where it starts is that we start actually kind of in Narnia for the first time. And Horse and His Boy was totally in Narnia, but this is kind of the first one where we start in Narnia. It is a long, long time since the Silver Chair happened, and there is a completely new king who's like several generations away from the last king that we knew about. And so um, we hear kind of a little bit about him. We hear a little bit about this plot that basically there's this ape and this donkey, and the ape finds a lion skin and is like, "Hey, my donkey friend, he's a really terrible person. You really grow to hate him with every fiber of your being." He's like, "Hey, donkey friend." His name is Puzzle, the donkey friend is. "Puzzle, let's put this lion skin on you, and you can pretend to be Aslan, and then we can get whatever we want." And Puzzle's like, "Okay." So, and of course, Puzzle ends up like shut up in this horrible, just shack, just sitting in there chilling and getting no good things. And then the ape, who is a terrible person, is just like, "Bring me nuts, bring me oranges, I am the mouthpiece of Aslan." And he has like a crown on, and he's awful. I'm sorry. And so, the new king guy. Oh, what is his name? It doesn't say on the back. One of the Irians. Everybody's last name is anyway. Name ends with Ian. Anyway, so this new king dude, he finds out that this is happening, and the ape is like ordering terrible things. Like they're cutting down the woods in Narnia, which is a big no-no because like the trees are alive and they're literally coming to the king, being like, "Oh, save us!" and like dying in front of him, and it's terrible. And so he's like, "I'm gonna go save them," but of course all of the woodland creatures are freaked out because they don't want to do this to the trees, and they don't want to bring the ape all the nuts and oranges he wants, but they're also like, "Aslan's back, and we got to do what he says." I mean, they say this over and over. He's not a tame lion. We don't know what's gonna happen. Like he's angry at us, and so we got to do whatever he says. And of course, it's not really Aslan, but none of them know that because nobody's seen Aslan in a really long time. And so they just kind of do what he wants. And when the ape says, "Oh, arrest King and tie him up," they're like, "Okay." So they arrest the king and tie him up. And so the king is there like, "Aslan, if you exist, then please bring me some children who are the helpers of Narnia to come help me right now because I ain't getting out of this on my own." And so here comes Eustace and Jill to save the day. And of course they're really not great at that. But so they're gonna try to figure out what's going on because the king's dude still isn't really sure that this isn't Aslan making all of these decrees. And so they're just trying to figure out what's going on. And then when they realize it's a fake Aslan, they're trying to like show everybody else that it's a fake Aslan. And so there's just a lot of things happening. It's a very happening book. There's lots of people that you hate and lots of people that you love. I think the first thing that really makes you love this new king dude is his bond with this unicorn. The unicorn's name is Jewel. I do remember that. And it's so sweet. They're like bros to the end. Like they talk about how they've been in battle together and they're like, "Yeah, we got each other's backs." It's so cute. Like we have this bromance with a unicorn and a king. They're so fun. And so you really just love the characters. Even though, all these really um, sad things are going on. It continues from the silver chair. It gets dark again. It's very dark again. There's some things with like some weird demon monsters, and of course it's really sad when the trees are like dying in front of the king, and everybody is just in despair because they're like, Aslan has come back and he's pissed and he is making us do lots of horrible things, and there's just no hope for them at that point. And so um, even though you love these characters, and of course Eustace and Jill are back, and you love them too because you've already seen them in the silver chair, and also because they've matured a little bit and thus are less gripey and like on each other than they were in the silver chair. So even though you love these characters, they're in a terrible situation. So you like the book because you love the characters, but it's also like, it's so sad. But there is a very happy ending. In a way, it's still kind of. I'm not going to spoil the ending, but it's still kind of melancholy, but also really happy. And a really good ending for the series and for all of the characters. You get to see and get closure with almost all the characters across the books that you would remember. And so that's a really happy thing. So overall, I really like The Last Battle. I think it's a very, very good ending. I think all the characters are great. And even though, of course, it is very sad at times, it does a good job of closing everything up. And of course, it's the last book, so it's gonna be a little sad because you're not gonna see these characters again. And so, yeah, it's really good. It's a really good ending for it. And the whole series is really great. I think it gets better as it goes. I think C.S. Lewis became a better writer because honestly, I was a little disappointed by the first book in the series, Lion, the Witch, and Wardrobe. Though it has some great ideas in there, the characters are not very good, and I'm very much a character-driven person. But by the time you get to the last battle, like this is very character-driven, very much you get the bond between characters and you see differences between them, which is huge. Because at the beginning, all the Pevensey children are all the same, and you're just like, I don't know which one's speaking because they're all the same. And so anyway, he definitely got better as it went on. Definitely worth reading the Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. So that is the end of that little romp into the Chronicles of Narnia. I have 2 books left in the favorite book project. The next one is Wind in the Willows. So I will get back to you on that, and I'll see you later.